Hello, Tzaddikim and Tzaddikises from around the entire world. Today, I have the privilege to be interviewing Coach Menachem Bernfeld. Menachem Bernfeld, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
Of course, so happy to hear. So, can you please first tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, I live here in Lakewood, and most people know me as Coach Menachem from my Sunday nights program that we have all over the world. And I believe it started the same way you started your podcast.
Yeah,
We started before when Corona happened, and the rest is history. Other than that, I am a life coach,
my
and
mom's too. Wow,
I have my master's in education. I teach a half a day. I'm in a school with younger boys, and in the afternoon I coach adults.
that's really epic. Most people know you as a person who created the Let's Get Real show. How in the world did you come up with the idea, and what's the story behind the podcast?
So this is how it goes. If those people remember before Corona, or right when Corona hits, everybody has to stay home.
Of course.
And our community, together with Usher Parnas, good friend of mine,
Yeah.
we used to sit in shul and talk, but now we couldn't go to shul. And we had all the shiurim on Zoom. So our community sat on Zoom. And one day we decided, you know what? Maybe we should get a therapist on to help us all. First one was Mordechai Weinberger, a good friend of ours, and we had 400 viewers. And
The first
figured,
the first one?
we figured there's a big need out there, especially then. People were stuck at home
That is
and
epic.
really confused, not knowing what to do before Pesach. And the rest is history. Here we are, 124 episodes.
That's really cool. Were you always like the type of kid who like loved podcasts and was into podcasts?
No, podcast is a new thing for me. I would teach and maybe one on one, but to do it on podcast on this level is totally new. I believe I am an extrovert. Sorry, an introvert. I'm not such an extrovert. I don't know about you. It sounds like you're excited to be
Yeah,
online,
I'm an
touching me.
introvert. I'm
So
very
look,
quiet.
look what happens. And this is something that introverts can learn that even though it's not easy, but you can do it.
That's very true. How do you find is your apprentice? Like,
We live here in the same community here in Lakewood, and I know him from before. So this is how we sat together, and this is what happens.
wow. Okay. What is your best and most crazy memory throughout the podcasting adventure?
My memories are it's profound. The emails that I get, the feedback that I get, it's really amazing, whether it's positive or negative. And this is something that I had to learn in the beginning. And I think any person that's going to go out there and do anything for the cloud,
Yeah.
you're going to get feedback, and not always going to be the best and the nicest and the positive. But you have to learn how to read it, take it, understand people how they look at it. I really did get a view of to see how people look at things. And now, before I say something, I think twice because not everybody thinks the same way. And then another thing is people get on and really are really vulnerable. I guess they're really in pain and they're looking for help.
Yeah.
They're asking real vulnerable questions. So even those people who are behind the camera and they don't feel comfortable asking questions, but they can relate and they can resonate and they're like, wow. And they feel, wait a second, I